Look at this sad sight. Henry's just sitting here all by himself, whereas everybody else is over here waiting for me to record the episode. Sorry, Henry, I guess, Hit Entertainment just doesn't like you. Hey everyone, today we're taking a look at It's Great to Be an Engine on DVD. Fortunately, no VHS this time. I don't have the VHS for a lot of the Hit era stuff. But I do have a set that this was put into. So in 2012, you got this set, which has It's Great to Be an Engine, Tales and the Tracks, Come Ride the Rails, and Colonel Engines. I'll talk about that in a second, though. But let's look at some dates. So this was put out on September 21st of 2004 on DVD and VHS. Then it was also reprinted in 2007, I assume by 20th Century Fox, because there are variants out there. Well, not really variants, but the 2007 version, I assume, is the one that has 20th Century Fox on the disc. And then, I assume Lionsgate reprinted this. I wouldn't be surprised if they did. But Universal did. February 10th of 2014. Wait, was that still... Well, that was a Lionsgate. Wasn't that still Lionsgate at the time? I assume that was still Lionsgate, but they just brought it back around that time. But there is a Universal version out there, excuse me. I haven't seen it in person before, but I have seen that on the spine it does have Universal. And then there was obviously this one as well. But anyways, let's take a look at it here. So, oh, Thomas is falling. I'll have to stay there for now. So it's a pretty standard release. This is probably the most basic poster you're ever going to get on a Thomas release. It's just Thomas, Percy, and James. And it's all just one image, which isn't the greatest, but oh well. And then you have It's Great to Be an Engine. See, okay. From a graphic design standpoint, this is very lazy. This is the exact same font that they use in the logo. I don't know if you can tell, but they are exactly the same. And that's really lazy in my opinion. You know, here, with Let's Explore with Thomas, it actually might be the same font here, but it looks to be different. This, you can obviously tell, is the exact same font, which is very lazy and just not great, but oh well. It's not a bad poster. It's actually kind of a cool image, but it's just not that impressive. Oh well, though. On the side there, you have Thomas, It's Great to Be an Engine, just all out in one sentence, or whatever, one line, I guess. Hit Entertainment, DVD, and then the product number. This is one of the last releases, I believe, to be put out by solely Hit Entertainment before 20th Century Fox comes in. I don't know exactly when that happens, but I know we're getting down to the end of them. I'm thinking around I think Colonel Engines was probably the last, but I don't know. But yeah, interesting how right up there it has a sticker over the barcode that says not for individual sale. So I'm assuming this was in like a box set. I'm pretty sure the Steam Engine Stories included this. I have the box for it. I didn't take it down with me though, but I'm pretty sure that included this, and if it doesn't, oh well. And then I have no idea how that got there. I don't know. It's kind of like a baby blue for your outline color here, which is kind of interesting. And then right up there is the Making Tracks to Great Destinations. Got a couple of screenshots. I assume that's from Emily's Adventure. And then that is from You Can Do It Toby. There's a description there. Interesting how it uses the same back template as the Anchor Bay releases, but the front is completely different. But yeah. Our bonus features are Thomas's Cargo Challenge, Read the Race, If You Were an Engine, Read Along Story from Random House, Character Gallery, Songs and More, and Web Fun. Cool, I guess. I don't know. I want to know what the If You Were an Engine thing is. I'm going to have to go back after this recording finishes and check that out maybe. But our episodes are Too Hot for Thomas, Emily's Adventure, You Can Do It Toby, Gordon Takes Charge, Edward the Great, James Goes Too Far, and Percy and the Magic Carpet. Some of these episodes are pretty good. I'd say about half of the release is, I'd say maybe a little more than half is good. The rest are not very good though. Then there's all your stuff down there. Oh, I hit the microphone, sorry. And inside here, we don't have any inserts or anything, it's just the disc. Yep. Pretty standard, like I said earlier. It's nothing too special, but it's still remotely cool, I suppose. So now we're going to take a look at the kind of box set thing. I don't know. It's like it's a set. That's what the case calls it, but whatever. So like I said earlier, you get Calling All Engines, Come Ride the Rails, Tales from the Tracks, and It's Great to Be an Engine. We haven't actually looked at this since Calling All Engines, I believe, yeah. Which, that's crazy. This is a pretty old one for you longtime viewers if you've been watching since January. Yeah, I'll just briefly go over it again. We're going to probably look at this a lot in the next couple of weeks, because there's a lot of the earlier hit era stuff on here. Interesting how all of these are new screenshots. Like, that doesn't make sense. Oh, that doesn't make any sense to be featuring, or to be by Calling All Engines, because that's not from the movie. And then these screenshots are not from any of the releases. They should have put, like, the Toby one down there or something. I don't know. It's kind of cool, I guess. And I don't know if these are the same descriptions. Maybe? Who knows? And if we open it up here, there's Calling All Engines. There's Come Ride the Rails. Here is Track Stars. And here's It's Great to Be an Engine. As you can see right there. That is the 20th Century Fox version, so I assume this is from around 2007. This set is from 2012, but I assume they just took the disc from 2007, but yeah. So I don't know if I talked about this with the Calling All Engines episode, but this pack is kind of redundant to me. It was like $10, and it was probably the biggest waste of money in my entire life, because I have all of these releases here, but the only reason that I got this set, or this pack here, was to get this pretty cool poster of the island of Sodor. I actually have it hanging up on my wall right in front of me. If I remember, I'll put a picture on the screen of it. It's actually pretty cool. It is from 2012 because you got the Blue Mountain Quarry and stuff on there, but that's pretty cool. But anyways, that's really going to be it for this episode here. I'll briefly go over the episodes here. And I didn't even bother to reorder these episodes. The only thing that I would change about this release is put Henry and the Wishing Tree on here, because I put it on Steamies vs. Diesels a while ago. And if you notice here, the entire Steam team gets focus, except for Henry. If you realize from that opening skit how I showed Henry being all alone, it's because he doesn't have an episode on here. I'm pretty sure he appears, but he's not, like, a main character in any of these episodes, which is unfortunate, so yeah, I mean, Henry and the Wishing Tree is a really bad episode, but we gotta give more focus to Henry, you know what I'm saying? So I'll briefly go over the episodes here. Two Out for Thomas is probably one of the worst episodes of this season, probably of the whole hit series. Or the whole hit entertainment series, excuse me, not the entire series. I don't think it's that bad. I do not remember Emily's Adventure. You Can Do It, Toby's actually pretty cool. Gordon Takes Charge is pretty good. Edward the Great is semi-great. James Goes Too Far is pretty good. And then Percy and the Magic Carpet is really bad. So I'd say Two Out for Thomas, Emily's Adventure, and Percy and the Magic Carpet are the worst episodes on here. The other ones aren't that bad. Then I would also include Henry and the Wishing Tree in the bad selection of episodes. So that's going to be it for me. Sorry if the camera angle kind of changed a bit in this last little scene here. My camera died, and my water heater down here was making some weird noises, so I had to stop for a while, let my camera charge, and then go back and figure out what's going on back there. But anyways, like I said earlier, pretty standard release, nothing too special. It's just got your run-of-the-mill episodes and run-of-the-mill poster. It's not as great as some of the other releases out there. Next week, though, that's a release that this will never get up to. Next week, we're looking at the early years, and I am very excited for them because that is one of the greatest and most monumental Thomas releases. But I'll talk more about that later. So, thank you guys again so much for watching, and I will see you next week with the early years.